hello and welcome back to Trump's Talk. It's number 9 with me, Sarky, and my friend Dynamic. And this week we're tackling just a fucking gem of a movie. Just an undiscovered pearl in a...
I'm detecting sarcasm.
It's not a great movie. It's not horrendous. It's Fast and Furious 4. We're back on Fast and Furious because, frankly, we're quite low energy and neither of us had the enthusiasm to seek out anything better. And Dynamic still won't watch Star Wars.
No, I'm not doing it. It's not being
coming
done.
up for Christmas. We could watch Star Wars.
I feel like that literally means nothing, man. I don't care what time of the year it's coming up for. I don't want to watch it at all.
But for a Christmas special, we could do Star Wars.
No, I get a limited number of days off over Christmas. I do not want to spend however many of them, even if it's just one. I don't want to spend one day watching those piece of shit movies.
But we could start off with episode 1 and work our way through them.
Jesus Christ, man, it's actually... No, mate, no.
No, I'm not suggesting we do them all before... I'm not suggesting we do, 11 movies before Christmas. I'm suggesting that we do, like, episode 1, and then in a couple of weeks, do episode 2. Couple of weeks, episode 3. We start off mediocre, we get good, and then we get real bad.
Then we get actually dog shit.
Well... Oh fuck! Those new movies are terrible. Force Awakens is watchable.
That's fine. It's fine. I've only seen it once.
Because there's no point rewatching it.
Nah.
But we could rewatch it and then complain about it. But can you imagine making a deck out of like all the episode 1 characters and what is his name? Dex Jester or whatever it is? The guy, the alien that owns it. Dexter Jester.
Yeah, something like that, innit? Something weird like that.
The alien that owns a 50s cafe, weirdly in space.
I mean, you gotta have a theme.
I suppose you do, but it's weird that the theme a long time ago and a long way away is the 1950s America. That's a specific theme to be going for.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's the Obi-Wan has like a malt. It's a bit odd, but it's fun.
We could do the guy that does death sticks. Just saying, that's a rich name. And if we
There's a lot of characters.
And I don't mind episode 1. I don't mind it. It's got a lot of Jar Jar in it. But I don't particularly mind Jar Jar.
It's 2 that's really quite poor.
Who is fucking god awful because it's got the romantic
subplot. It drags, man. It drags on.
Fuck me, we spend a lot of time on Naboo.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you get there really quick.
Yeah, and then you spend a long time there.
Aye. Cutting the apple with the Force.
Ugh.
Aye. Anyway, I bet you that apple's got like an actual name.
Probably. Then you've got 3, which is fucking diabolical as well, but has a couple of great lines and a great lightsaber fight.
Yeah, the lightsaber fights at the end are good.
4, A New Hope, fine. I don't think in comparison to modern movies it stands up that well. It's slow. It's real slow.
It is quite slow. It's good. I think it's good, but
it's fine. But you see, if you slice in that scene, the redone what do they call it? The Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight. Someone on the internet.
Oh, the YouTube video.
Yeah, I'll put it in the comments. But it's fucking fantastic. And it makes episodes 1, 2, and 3 feel much more in keeping.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's like an updated lightsaber fight.
Absolutely. But if you see episode 3 and then you watch episode 4, you think, what the fuck happened to these people in the preceding 30 years?
Yeah, you can't...
Their skill has went way shittier.
It's just one of those things. You just need to, I don't know, accept it.
Update it a
bit. There's a little bit pokey jabby in episode 4.
It's very pokey jabby. So I'm just saying we could do that. Episode 4, meh. Episode 5, real good. Episode 6
excellent. 6 is fine.
Real good.
It's good.
No, I like 6. I never minded the Ewoks. I thought they were fine. Episode 7, watchable. Kanata's real irritating, but whatever. Episode 8, diabolically bad. I mean, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Astonishingly
Yeah.
bad. And episode 9, even worse.
Oh, I feel like you compared dog shit and horse shit at that point. But for me, I think The Last Jedi
Alright,
takes the cake a little bit.
let's be clear. If we're comparing dog shit and horse shit, dog shit's way worse.
Alright, yeah, I'm just right. You compared shit and shit.
Sure. It's dog shit and cat shit. Both
Is that
horrendous, but for different reasons.
the phrase?
If we're gonna be, we've got to be scientific. That's the whole point of these.
But anyway, let's crack on a little bit Fast and Furious because we actually watched it.
Are we cracking on because you don't want to commit to watching these goddamn movies?
Yes, absolutely.
Right, fine. Then you have to come up with whatever we're watching next.
Alright, Fast and Furious 5.
No, we've got to space these fuckers out.
We
Joe's the
only
only
done
other
one.
person.
We've not even done it. We done like the trilogy, and then are we
Yeah.
not going to do like a couple weeks of these again?
No, we've got to space these fuckers out. Joe's the only other person watching this thing, and she will not watch another Fast and She will not listen to another Fast and Furious. You've got to trick her into it in about 6 months.
No, I don't want to take that long to finish them.
That's what I'm saying. So you've got to figure out something else to space in between.
I'll have a think. We'll have a think.
Okay, it's your choice, but it better be good. Otherwise, you're a dick. All right, let's talk about Fast and Furious 4, or as it's just called, Fast ampersand Furious.
Yeah, they dropped these.
They dropped they dropped the numbers because it is Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
So it's both got a subtitle and a number, and we have neither now. We're just Fast ampersand Furious.
How many years after Tokyo Drift was this?
Oh, I don't know, couple.
Tokyo
Release date, because chronologically Tokyo Drift's like 7 years
2020
after
or
this.
something.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift just happened.
Right, Tokyo Drift was June 06. This is only 2009, so I wonder why did they make that choice? And not just have Fast and Furious 4. It's not like it was a big gap.
No.
And then they have Fast 5.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, no, that make a lot of sense. It's one of the oddest titled series in history.
But this is after 1 and after 2.
Yes.
Then it's this one.
Then it's this one. Then it's this one, 5, 6. Then Tokyo. Then 7, then 8.
Okay, so it's not like that all over the place, just a bit all over the place.
Yeah, it's not
Not horrendous.
the most insane thing in the world. It's just an insane thing in the world. Do we remember what the categories are, or do you wish me to tell you them?
Yeah, no, you need to tell me them so I can take a note of them.
So
Cool.
First of all is intelligence.
Mhm.
Second is fighting ability. Third is driving ability. Then we have roid rage level.
Yeah.
Mi familia level. And law breaking, physics or otherwise.
Okay, cool.
I would also say that in our version of Top Trumps, an unknown, should we ever give a category an unknown, is a top trump. So it wins that category.
Yeah.
The other thing that we should say is that because we've seen, at least I've seen all of these movies, we know that some of these categories need space to grow. So driving ability was maxed out at, I think, 20 in the first movie, and that was Letty. And
Yes.
sort of 25 for the second movie, 30 for the third movie. So going on that logic, we should be going to 35, but I think we're actually going to bump it up to 40, because the driving's a lot better in this movie. There's a lot of driving.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's by far and away the best. Is it better than Tokyo Drift? I enjoy Tokyo Drift driving more.
I don't think it's as enjoyable, but seeing that like tunnel
It might be technically
shaft,
better.
I think it's better. Yeah, because they're going Well, we'll
I've
get
got
to it.
several questions about that mineshaft. Anyway, that's
Yes.
the categories that we'll be going through for each character. Now, there's not a lot of characters in this movie. There's only about 8 or 10. So we'll be going through them from sort of the least significant character. I think the one we're starting off with is Stasi, which is the other agent that's not Paul Walker.
Stasiak.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we'll be going up for him.
Yeah, I think everyone below that is in it for like 2 seconds, eh?
Yeah.
Right, cool.
So we'll go through each character. There's like 8 or 10. We'll rip through them, tell you what we think each of the levels are, and these will just have to fold into the larger Fast and Furious deck. We can't make a deck out of this movie, but we can't skip this movie if we're going to do the other ones.
No, yeah, we'll end up with a deck with like 90 cards.
Fuck me, we're going to end up with a lot more than that.
Oh, is there a lot of characters later on? Because I feel like it's only been about 10 or so a movie.
Yeah, but there's going to be like 10 Vin Diesels.
They
do get more people in them as the movies
get
go
more
on.
characters. Right, okay.
Yeah. There will be 15 or 20 in Fast 5.
Okay.
Will there be 15 or 20? Yeah, there will be. Because you've got Dom's crew, The Rock's crew, the bad guys. And there's 2 or 3
Fast 5
other...
they get The Rock in?
Yeah, Fast 5 is the first...
Is Jason Statham in that one?
No, he's in 7.
7, okay.
He doesn't... Fast 5 is The Rock. Fast 6 is Jason Statham's brother, who is... The only other thing I've ever seen him in is the the Dracula Untold movie. He's Dracula. 7's Statham, and then sort of everyone's in it from then on.
Oh wait, he's in a... Is that not the guy that's in The Hobbit? Dracula
Shit,
Untold.
is it not? Yeah, I think it
It's
might be. It's a
Bard.
Bard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. We should do The Hobbit. They're fucking diabolical. They're... Oh.
What did I
Let's
watch
do The
the other
Hobbit.
day and I realised it's like The Hobbit?
Everything's The Hobbit. Star Wars is the fucking Hobbit. Star Wars is Lord of the Rings.
Oh well, I'll wait till the end when we do our little like what you watched this week.
Fair enough. Right.
We'll talk about it then.
Before we can get started though, there's one more thing we have to do. Do you know what that thing is, Dynamic?
Nicknames?
What? No. What
Oh.
do you think this movie was about?
Oh, the plot. Oh yes. I thought this one was pretty simple.
It's incredibly simple.
It was Letty's dead. Vin Diesel is Dom is he's sort of I'm not sure where he is. He's in like Mexico or something, or South America, just laying low.
He's not laying that low.
He's not laying that low, but I think that's the idea, is that he's like the heat's too much or something, or he can't go back home. Blah blah blah. Turns out Letty's been killed. He comes back to try find out who killed Letty and get revenge. At the same time, Paul Walker, what's his name again? It's on my screen. Brian O'Connor is back with the police. He is also trying to find out who killed Letty. They end up meeting up and finding who killed Letty.
Right. And that's what you think this movie was about?
Pretty much, man. That's basically it. There's like a drug plot thing, and
I'll grant you that's basically it. However, I would also like to point out it's Fast and Furious 2. It's the exact same fucking plot as Fast and Furious 2.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. Yeah. Yeah. Because
a woman that works for the drug lord recruits them.
Yes. Yes.
It was Eva Mendes in Fast and Furious 2. It's Gal Gadot in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The drug lord hires them after a race to move a package for him, and then tries to kill them at the end of the package delivery.
Why is Paul Walker hired at the end of the race? Because Vin Diesel won it.
Paul Walker came second. He's also the only person that is maybe left alive, because those two guys are either real fucked up or real dead. The other two guys in his race.
Oh, I think they died.
It's entirely possible. But Dwight, the cowboy, the weird cowboy gangster gimp, he was already on the team. He'd already won a race and got on the team.
I
So
see.
they raided his house to arrest him.
Yeah, that's a weird scene.
So they needed a. I thought, what's weird about that scene?
Well, it cuts to Dwight as he's like he's like got a camera out. There's like 3 or 4 girls in the room. He's sucking on a toe.
Yeah, it's true.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, fair enough. But they arrest him for distribution of meth, which he hasn't actually been distributing because it's not supposed to stick. They don't really want. To be honest, they do Dwight a tremendous favour because he would have definitely died. Right.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'll go through the movie as far as I remember it. Vin Diesel and his crew, including Letty and Han, weirdly, we get 10 seconds of Han in this movie.
Yeah, this is just like a nod.
It's very odd.
Basically.
But we get 10 seconds of Han in this movie. They are down in South America somewhere, I'll grant you. I'm not 100% sure where it is. I think Brazil, but I'm not sure. They are just fucking hijacking people again.
Mm-hmm.
They're just stealing. I would like to sort of point out that in this movie, in Fast and Furious 1, Paul Walker is technically the hero. He's the good guy doing the good thing. But we're supposed to sort of empathise and sympathise with Dom, even though he is a thieving, hijacking bastard. Like, he's just a scumbag criminal in that first movie.
Yeah, what is it that the movie does to make us sympathise with them?
I think be Vin Diesel.
Right, okay.
But we really shouldn't sympathise with him. Because he's just a hijacking scumbag criminal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is taking people hostage and, throwing them out there. He's just a piece of shit. Fast and Furious 2, we empathise with, although Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor, is theoretically a criminal because he let Dom go. Fuck me, that seems minor. But he's on the run in Miami, and him and Tyrese are both sort of roped in against their will.
Mm-hmm.
So we empathise with them, and we don't mind if they steal a little bit. They don't do anything bad in that entire movie. They're like good guys, right?
Oh yeah, they solve the crime and stuff, and they get the bad guy.
And they skim a bit off the top, but it feels like they deserve it at that point.
Yeah, because it's not clear if they're getting paid. Yeah.
No, they're definitely not getting paid.
They're doing it for their freedom.
Yeah. So, and because it's drug dealer money, we don't mind that they skim a little bit off the top. So they're vaguely laudable people. In Fast and Furious 3, Han's a fucking criminal, but he seems super white collar. He doesn't seem like he's out breaking legs or anything, or kidnapping, or he's not in sex trade or anything weird. He's just smuggling probably some moody goods in.
Mm-hmm.
Some counterfeit DVDs or whatever. Han seems quite that's some mild criminal activity. So we don't care much about it. Sean is a fucking halfwit, so he gets the sort of retard pass because he's not smart enough to see what's going on or understand his culpability.
Is he the main character in 3?
Yeah.
Alright, yes. I forgot that was his name. Right.
In 4, Paul Walker's the good guy again.
Yeah, he's with the police now. He's like a proper
No, he's with the FBI, which is
is it FBI?
And which is one of my main problems with this movie. There is no way that a former police officer who went on the run then gets recruited by the FBI. That's just never, ever, ever going to happen. Under any circumstances. But he is recruited by the FBI. He's working with the FBI. And for all intents and purposes, he is the good guy of this movie. He never tries to kill anyone. I don't think. He shoots at a few people, but it's because they're shooting at him.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
He doesn't want to kill Bragg or anything. He wants to bring him to justice.
Yes.
And right up to the point at the end of the movie where they're going to break... because they don't break him out in this movie. They're just driving the cars around the bus. By the end of this movie, he's committed actually no crimes. And he's the good guy. However, Dom in this movie, complete piece of shit. He's a complete piece of shit at the highest order. And I find him incredibly unlikable. I don't know why Paul likes him. I don't know why anybody's trying to help him. He's a cunt. He spends the start of the movie, he's just hijacking people. He's just being a robbing bastard again. He's learned nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then he comes home and Letty's dead. Sure. That's not great. That's unfortunate. He's grieving and all that. But then he starts dangling people out of windows.
Yeah, he does do a bit of beating. He
And he
does
comes
dangle a guy out a window.
back
Yeah.
just for the murdering. Like, at the end, he sort of kind of changes his mind and he allows Braga to live. But he kills Phoenix.
Yeah, he
Like,
does.
he does. And you could say, well, that's just in the moment. What was he going to do? Otherwise, Paul would have died. But I submit that even if Paul, he come out that tunnel and Paul Walker had them both at gunpoint and was like, I've arrested them both, you're good, he would have still killed Phoenix.
Well, yeah, because he says like, right, we can take Braga back or whatever, but Phoenix is mine.
Yeah, he definitely
He's
gonna
like
kill him.
wants to kill him.
He's absolutely going to kill him. So I don't understand how Dom is supposed to be likable in this movie. He's a piece of shit. I do not like this character. Anyway, doesn't matter a fucking damn. He leaves Letty because he thinks the heat's too much. She goes back to LA. And then the next thing we hear is she's dead. He comes back. Brian's in the FBI. Letty is dead. She was potentially doing drug runs for a guy called Braga. We don't know who Braga is. It's a mystery throughout the movie. Although it's fucking blatantly obvious from the first instant you meet him. But never mind. It's supposed to be a twist at the end.
Yep.
They get recruited. He inveigles himself in the same way that Paul inveigles himself into Braga's organisation to try and get his way up the ladder by auditioning as driver. They both get in through one situation or another. They do the job for them. And at the end of the job, they escape with the coke. The bad guys are after them, the good guys are after them. And they arrange a scenario where they trade the bad guys and the coke to the good guys for Dom's freedom.
Yes.
That doesn't really work out. The bad guys escape. They go back to Mexico. Paul Walker and Dom go off the reservation, go down to Mexico, bring them back, and they deliberately kill one of the bad guys who killed Letty, who is cartoonishly evil. Phoenix in this movie is cartoonishly evil. Like,
Yeah,
the
he
one
is.
moment he's
Yeah.
happy, he's at a cockfight.
Yeah. Yeah. They kill quite a few folk, I think, though. There's a lot of like shooting tires and cars exploded and
There is, but they
shit like
don't
that.
do. Paul
No,
Walker doesn't
Vin
do very
Diesel-
much of that.
No,
And Vin
Paul
Diesel
Walker
does
does it
a
'cause he's
couple
fucking
of bits
off.
of that.
Yeah, he's like got the shotgun out the window though. He's like blasting cars and stuff.
He does that once.
Like,
Anyway, it doesn't matter. That happens, the movie ends, Vin Diesel's a piece of shit. Here's who else is a piece of shit. Gal Gadot is a piece of shit in this movie. Like, she gets brought into the next movie as like a friend of Dom's to help them with a heist in Fast 5. But she is an irredeemable piece of shit. The drivers were all going to be murdered at the end of the job because it's good business.
yeah, she said that as well. She's like, "No, it's not personal. It's just business."
Yeah, but she
knows they were going to die.
Well, no, she has been helping and complicit in God knows how many fucking murders.
Yeah.
How often are these shipments coming through? Is it once a month? Is it once every 2 months? Is it one?
Oh, I thought they said it was once a week at one point.
Well, I think they might say it's once a week, but that's a lot of organisation. Like, there's a lot of setup to start again every fucking week. Like, they're holding a lot of races. At a certain point, if they're doing that every week, like after the first month, are people not going, well, all our mates that won those races are disappeared now?
Yeah, they're not turning up at the car meets.
I'm not going to that race. Yeah. I'm not going to race for Braga. He seems like he's just killing people off. So, it's unclear how many, but potentially hundreds?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. If it's been going on 2 years, or
it's hundreds.
For example, yeah.
Yeah. And she is happily going along, not just going along, but helping organise those murders.
Yeah.
So how Gal Gadot becomes a redeemable character in the next several movies, I've no fucking idea. She's an irredeemable piece of shit. She's a happy mass murderer. Fuck that bitch. There should be no circumstances that she's a good guy in some of the other movies. What a cunt. Anyway, that's the rough outline of Fast and Furious 4. Let's start
Yes.
off with Stasiak, our first character. He is the.
I can't stand him.
He is the. I don't really know why.
No,
He just seems like an FBI agent doing his goddamn job.
he's just angry all the time, man. I think he gets quite a high roid rage, man.
Well, potentially, but also Paul Walker is continually fucking up.
Aye, but he was the one that fucked up at the when they're doing the deal.
Oh, nobody knew that wasn't Braga. Paul Walker had told him that was going to be Braga.
Yeah, but then the guy, he says to his guy, and he's like, "Yo, we're going in now," and he's like, "No, we don't have confirmation," which they didn't. They like the wife in the office was getting facial confirmation. If
No,
he'd
that's
waited
not.
30 seconds,
He did not know that she was. That information that she got just happened to come in at that time. It could have been in 2 weeks' time that information came on. She specifically said, "We don't know when that's coming in. It might be a couple of days.
alright,
It might be a
okay.
couple of weeks." The confirmation he's waiting for is supposed to be Paul Walker and Vin Diesel going, "Go," over the comms. The fact that she gets the thing on Braga at the same time is completely coincidental and has absolutely nothing to do with that operation, except to put a button on definitely the wrong guy for us, the viewer. For the characters in that scene, it's completely irrelevant.
Alright, okay. I didn't watch that way.
Granted, but that's if you follow the plot of the movie, that's true.
Hmm. Okay, I'll
Anyway,
give you that one.
Stasiak, he's an FBI agent. I'll give him something for intelligence. Like, I'm happy to give him like a 30.
Yeah, yeah,
He doesn't seem the brightest tool in the shed, but he seems fine.
yeah. Nah, I think 30's alright.
God, I'm maybe even willing to go a bit higher. He does see through Paul Walker's bullshit.
I'm fine with like 40.
I don't think I am. What about like a 37?
Yeah.
Right, okay, we'll go 37. Fighting ability, he gets beaten up. Paul Walker beats him
Yeah.
up. But Paul Walker, between the second movie and this movie, has learned Kung Fu. Because the first two movies, he's very wrestly and slappy. And now he's very Krav Maga and Muay Thai.
He is. Um,
There's a lot of elbows going in there. It's very Dark Knight. There's a lot of elbows and knees.
he does get very quickly dispatched, though.
Immediately dispatched.
Hmm.
But he is an FBI agent. Are we really going to give him Dick All?
I kind of like what, like
Well,
5?
no, I mean, you're right. We don't see it in the movie, so I suppose it's Dick All. Driving ability, we never see him drive.
Yep.
Nil pois. Roid rage level. Well, now you seem to have an opinion on this.
I think he's quite mad. He just seems in a bad mood the whole movie. He's not like super mad or anything.
You're
But
thinking just a sort of bubbling cauldron of impotent rage.
yes,
I mean, give
yes.
me a number. Let's see what you feel.
I think like sort of 40 or 50. Maybe more 40.
I mean, I'll go with that. That seems fine to me. Yeah, alright, 40.
Cool.
Me familial level. I mean, do the FBI count?
Yeah, no, the FBI count. I don't think it's a huge
It doesn't seem
level.
huge, and also they don't seem to like him.
No, but maybe
But I
like a
have no
sort
doubt
of.
they would back him the fuck up.
Hmm.
So he gets something. No saying it's massive, but he gets
I feel
something.
like 5 to 10 or something.
Lucky number 7.
Sound.
Let's give him 7. Fuck it. Law breaking, physics or otherwise. He doesn't break the law.
0.
Yeah, doesn't break any physics law. Doesn't break any other laws.
No.
No. Not a great card. Not a fantastic character, but I think he does what he needs to in the story.
I guess.
He is the straight man, so.
Hmm. He's the like opposite to Paul Walker, or he's like the what's the word I'm looking for?
He's the opposite. He's the straight man.
Hmm.
Yeah, right. There's probably a better name for that. Foil.
No, man, it's not like antagonist or that, but he's just like the.
The foil. I think is the word you're looking for.
Is it? I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Right, moving up, we've got Jack Conley, who plays... I can't remember.
Penning.
Oh, Penning, that's right. Now, he's the other FBI guy. He's the boss.
Yeah.
He seems super chill.
Yeah, he does actually.
I don't mind this guy. I think it's insane that you gave Paul Walker a job, but I don't mind this guy. Intelligence.
It's got to be a bit higher.
He seems to have a good idea of what's going on. He seems to know when to give people enough rope, and he seems to
No,
be
that's
like
true.
a good leader. I'm willing to give him like a... I'm feeling like a 55.
I was thinking 50. I'm fine with 55.
I'll meet you in the middle at 53.
53 it is.
Alright. Fighting ability. Now, we don't see him fight. However, unlike Stasiak, I get the feeling he can handle himself. And he also has the sort of vaguely intimidation factor,
Well, he's a tall guy.
but he's
He
also not
seems
taking
tall.
any shit. Like, he's telling
No.
people the way it is. And in the same way that Uncle Kamata in Fast 3 got something for intimidation, I'm saying we give him a little taste. Now, because
Okay.
he's a law-abiding guy, I don't think anyone's feared that he's going to clip them. So, that it doesn't... He doesn't get the full sort of 20 or whatever Kamata got, but I'm willing to give him, like, not nothing. Like a 5? A 6?
Yeah, give him a 6.
Just authority.
Yeah.
Driving ability, does not drive. Did we say that FBI agents in one of these movies have to get a baseline something?
Yes, we did. Because,
Fuck.
right, we caught on early.
Yes.
Stasiak.
Also, we forgot nicknames. Stasiak is definitely Shitheadiac. FBI, you get a 10. You get a 10 basic
10. Yeah,
drive.
give him 10. If you don't see them.
Yeah, if you don't see them. So Stasiak gets it, and Penning gets it. Penning, I mean, he's just begging to be called Peening.
Mate, they're done.
Nailed it. Roid rage level, he seems super chill.
I kind of feel 0. I don't think he gets mad. I don't remember him getting mad.
He seems... I
don't know if that's like falls in the
really...
category.
No, it doesn't. And I can't really explain it, but I want to give him like a 1. Just not a nothing.
I kind of like, so far, I feel like we've done a lot of wacky numbers so far. So yeah, give him a 1.
Just not a 0. Me familiar level, people seem to actually genuinely like and respect them.
Oh yeah, I think
I'm willing to go like 35. That's just gut, but...
Yeah, I think 30, because it's not. Don't think it should be like ridiculously high.
No, I'm not saying ridiculous, but people genuinely seem
yeah,
to like, respect him, and value what he thinks.
Go 35.
Law breaking, physics or otherwise, as far as I know, breaks no laws.
0. Yeah, 0 again.
0.
Is there much physics breaking in this movie? I think there's a bit.
There's Dom teleports through solid rock at the end. That tunnel was clearly collapsed, and about a minute later he comes out of it.
Yeah, so he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
There's little bits and pieces. Right, Gal Gadot is our next one.
Giselle.
I don't like this character. She's a cunt. She's a murdering cunt.
Giselle.
I don't understand how she's supposed to be like... And by the way, you can tell that Gal Gadot, at this point, cannot speak English. And is like phonetically like Jackie Chan does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the emphasis on all her words, the way she speaks, it's not right.
Yeah, it's a bit off, isn't it?
It is real off. And also, I just want to put this out there. Gal Gadot at this point in 2009 is one of the most beautiful women ever. I mean, she's spectacularly looking, like classically gorgeous. And the fact that she immediately seems to want to bone Vin Diesel, who at this point is starting to look like a hammered leather thumb.
Wait, I think... Can we write that down? Because I think I've got the nickname for Dom. I like that.
It's the Thumb Toretto.
Oh, the Thumb Toretto, that's it, man. I think you cut out a bit there, by the way.
Oh, Gal Gadot is gorgeous. I do not believe that she's attracted to Dom, especially, and it's super weird that she's like giving her a number when she knows she's sending him to his death.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. It doesn't make
It's
sense.
super weird to go, I've just met you. You want to fuck because I know I'm going to have you murdered tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very odd choice. Maybe if he just had sex with her, like in every James Bond movie, he could have cured her of her evilness with his magic penis, and she would have helped him after that.
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't like this character.
Wait, what's the nickname though? Giselle.
Giselle.
Uh,
Giselle on wheels.
oh, that's pretty
Giselle in
good.
a handbag.
Giselle in a handbag.
Or how about we just stick with her name and it's Gal Gadot, fuck yourself.
Gal Gadot, fuck. Yeah, I like that.
I don't like this character. Yeah, Gal Gadot, fuck yourself. Intelligence. She seems very smart in a sort of psychopathic way.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give her like a 40.
Yeah, I'm saying 40.
She's organising. She seems to be the main organizer behind a large multinational drugs cartel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
No,
yeah, 40.
She seems competent at what she does, even though it's horrible.
It's horrendous. She's basically an Auschwitz guard.
Yeah.
Complete piece of shit. Right, fighting ability. We don't see her fight in this movie.
No, zero.
And in the rest of the movies, and in real life, because she's an ex-Israeli soldier. Just because she is Israeli and that's like got compulsory service. Yeah. So I'm sure she can handle herself. And in the rest of the movies, she's very formidable in the 2 or 3 that she turns up in. 2?
No clue.
I think it's 2. She's very handy hand to hand. But in this movie, dick all, does not fight. Driving ability, she drives a little bit. She drives is it a Porsche?
Yes, it's a white Porsche she drives. I remember at the end. I don't remember her driving any other time in the movie.
Oh, she drives a white Porsche to meet them in Mexico and give them like
she comes like up the hill at the end.
Yeah. Is she in one of the cars at the end? No, it's Paul Walker, Mia,
No, because she fucks
and the
off
2.
after that point.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that bit? It's like the 2 Spanish guys.
The 2, well, I presume Brazilian guys. I think they're speaking Portuguese.
Is it Portuguese? Right.
I'm not 100% sure. I think so. Which we haven't mentioned, they're part of Dom's crew at the start of the movie and they turn up at the end of the movie. They're in it for all of 3 seconds.
Yes.
Not important. So she can drive. I'm not sure we see her do anything spectacular. I'm willing to give her a 5. Yeah, just a driving ability. She can drive. Roydrey's level 0 because she is psychotically calm the entire time. She's definitely a psychopath.
Her voice doesn't raise above speaking level once.
Again, because I don't think she knows what emphasis to place on what syllables and what words in the English language. Yeah. So everything's a monotone. She's got a lovely husky voice, but fuck me, it's a monotone husky voice.
It is quite.
Dicko. Family level, I mean, she betrays 0. She betrays Braga for no particular reason. I don't know why she betrays Braga.
She does it because
Go on.
I'd like Toretto saved her life. That's what she says. She says, like, I'm here because you saved my life.
But she has no loyalty to anybody.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't believe that she would help Dom even for saving her life. Like, I don't think her character has that level of empathy or shame or concept of karmic redistribution.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Alright, this bitch gets mad. 0 family level. Law breaking, physics or otherwise, very high. She's at very least a complicit in mass murder. I mean, she's actively engaged in heroin trafficking and enthusiastic about it. She's actively engaged in, illegal street racing and all that, and smuggling and all that shit.
Yeah,
But
but
that
yeah,
doesn't even
that
register
no.
because we've got the mass murder that she is helping organise. She knows what's happening to these drivers, and she is happily
Week in,
signing
week out.
people up. I mean,
she's doing her job. But that's.
I mean,
it's got to be 90, right? At least.
it's got to be 90. It's got to be 90 plus.
I think 95.
I'm trying to think in the rest of the movies, do we ever go up to like the same level of sort of casual indifference to mass murder? And honestly, I'm not sure we do. The next movie is a drug dealer who does kill people, but not in the same casual way that she does. The movie after that are heist criminals who kill very few people. The movie after that is Charlize Theron as like a cyber terrorist who does kill people. And is quite casual about people's deaths.
Wait,
but she's high up there. Gal Gadot's high up there.
Yeah. But who was our peak before that? Was it the guy from the second movie? The drug dealer?
The one who never kills anyone in that whole movie.
I thought we gave him quite a high law breaking for the torture, though.
Yeah, he tortures people, but that's as far as he goes. So that's quite a step up from he tortured a guy to
but
mass
I'm wondering
murder.
what we gave him.
I mean, I don't.
Because I think we might have gave it. I'm not saying look it up, but I think we might have gave him like a 90 odd.
Right, we might have to go back and retroactively knock him down.
I mean, maybe.
I until I rewatched this movie when you suggested that, I had not realised how much mass murder there is in this movie, and how complicit so many people were in it.
Mm-hmm. I think
let's
like
go,
95.
Let's go 96, just in case we gave someone else 95. So we've still got a couple to go. But fuck me, she's up there. What a cunt. Right, moving on to Laz Alonso, who plays Phoenix. And I've seen him as a black man in tons of stuff. He's in The Boys.
He's Mother's Milk, yeah.
Yeah, he's Mother's Milk in The Boys. And he's great. And I did not realise he wasn't a black man. I didn't realise he was a black man. I thought he was a Latino man in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like just a dark-skinned Latino guy.
I
didn't realise he was black.
Oh no, I think I only did because I watched The Boys first. You know.
I until I'd seen this picture on his IMDb, I hadn't clocked they were the same person.
Ah.
He's real good as Phoenix. He's possibly the best. He's the most fun character who seems to be enjoying it the most in this whole thing. I like. There's a point where Braga gets kidnapped by Brian and Vin, and Phoenix is at a cockfight. We mentioned this before, and someone comes in and goes, "Braga's been kidnapped," and the look in his face like, "Oh fuck this dude." Oh fucking whatever, fine. I'll go and rescue this prick. But like, there's a sort of like, I'm a real evil prick, but I'm on my day off.
Yeah.
That I really enjoyed. I thought it was really good.
But he's off shift. He does not want to be.
Yeah, fuck this dude.
He just wants to get kidnapped right now.
Yeah, I also enjoy him ramming one of his own men off the road and going, "Don't shoot the boss, idiots."
Yeah.
He's like the only grown-up that works in this fucking organisation. He's the only one with half a brain. I quite like Phoenix. He's super casual about murder. Now, he is a mass murderer.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just complicit. He is a mass murderer. But he's also like, do you remember her face? Because I don't. The last time I saw it was burning. Like, fucking hell, dude.
It's quite grim, eh?
We knocked that up a notch right away. God damn. But Phoenix, super... I think it was super well played in a really fun, campy way. I really liked him. His death is so gruesome and great.
Yeah, it is,
he gets bisected by a car.
Paul grabs his foot. Because he's about to dodge it, man.
Yeah. And he looks so annoyed and casual as he's about to dodge it. And it's only 1 split second of panic when he realizes Paul's got his foot.
Mm-hmm.
But he's clearly just gonna step out the road and shoot Dom in the head.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
There's another moment where he drags Bragg out of the car and Paul like kicks out the door, still alive, and the look he gives him, like, I cannot fuck you. The audacity for you to still be alive after this shit.
It's like he does a sigh before.
Yeah, he's real good. Phoenix is real good. I mean, his name is spelt terribly. It's Fenix. I don't like it, but
No.
he's played wonderfully by Laz Alonso. Great name, Laz Alonso.
It's got a flow to it, doesn't it?
It's real good, yeah. Intelligence, not nothing. Like, he seems to be the second in command. He's the true second in command. He's ordering the guys about. He's smart enough to go, don't shoot the boss, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to give him, like, a 25 feels fine. I'd be willing to go a wee bit higher, a wee bit lower.
Say like 30.
I'd be willing to go 30.
Yeah.
So why don't we say like 28? Meet in the middle.
28, yeah. Cool.
Fighting ability, I mean, apparently quite high.
Do we see him?
No, we don't.
Right.
He and everyone is shitting themselves from Phoenix.
Yeah.
And you're right, though. We don't really see it.
See, there's an intimidation thing, though, so I wouldn't mind giving him, like, sort of the same... I wouldn't mind giving him, like, a 20.
I want to go a wee bit higher. Can I give him, like a 25?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay. We don't see him fight that much, but fuck me, it looks like he is tooling dudes up.
It's got the intimidation thing, but also...
It's real got the intimidation thing.
Uh-huh.
Driving ability, very high.
Oh, yeah.
He's as good as or better than Dom. Like, he catches up to the chase, overtakes Dom. Like, he beats Brian. He wins that chase because he rams Brian and, like, causes him to crash and gets Braga back. Like, he might be the best driver.
I think he is
in this movie.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he is the best driver.
Now, we said we were going to make them top out about 40, which I think we should. And I'm willing to make him like the 40.
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, I think, like, we give, like, and Paul Walker and Dom are also really good in this movie. I'm saying we give them high 30s, but I think we give this guy a 40.
Yeah, but this guy, he beats, he gets
wins.
Paul. Yeah.
He beats Dom, and he beats Paul.
Yeah, because he's not even interested in Dom. He does just overtake him.
Yeah, easily.
Just to get the boss.
Yeah. Yep, I'm going to give him a 40. Roydree's level, psychotically high.
Yes.
80 odd, 90s?
I'm feeling 80.
Alright.
In fact, no, let's make it like 85.
Alright, okay, 84.
Cool.
Mia Familia level. Now, him and Braga seem real tight.
Mm-hmm.
He's willing to go to some lengths for Braga, and I bet you Braga would go to some lengths for him. I'm not saying massive, but he doesn't get none. He gets something.
I'm sort of feeling like a 30 or a 40.
I say I wasn't going to go that high. I was going to go like a 15.
I mean,
but
sure. No, I can buy it.
I don't
think, because he is like number 2. But
I
wouldn't be surprised if Braga would drop him if needs be.
Yes, Braga would drop him when need to be, and I don't think the guys that work for him like him. Like, they wouldn't. I'm sure the next down the line wouldn't particularly go out his way to save Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if Phoenix got kidnapped, they're not sending 40 guys after him.
Oh, no.
What about 20?
Yeah, 20, okay.
Alright. Law breaking. I mean,
we might be at least on par with Gal Gadot, but more.
Oh, he's actively doing it and enjoying it. He's the one pulling the trigger, so I'm going to go like 90. I want to say 99.
Yeah.
Like, I know that there's at one point someone tries to steal a nuclear weapon in another movie. We've got to leave room for that. Do you know what I mean?
You got to leave that one off.
You've got to leave that. you've got to leave that 100 for the person who's actively trying to steal nukes. But I'm willing to give this mass murderer a 99.
Mm-hmm.
He has got hundreds of bodies on him at this point.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of Phoenix. Best character in the movie, I think.
What's his
Certainly the
nickname?
funnest. Phoenix. Phoenix, these nuts in your mouth.
Phoenix, these nuts in your mouth.
Yeah, it's not great. Phoenix. See, all that's going through my head is sectarian nonsense that was called as a child. Feeling fine. Feeling stabby.
Feeling stabby. Feeling shooty. Feeling angry.
Shooty. Feeling shooty is great. Feeling shooty is great. Let's go with that. Right, moving on to Braga himself. Although I can't remember what he's called. He is Braga. Campos. But he's pretending to be the second in command, which is Campos. I don't think this dude's a very good actor. I've seen him in a lot of stuff, and he plays the same thing in everything.
IMDb now because I recognise him, but I can't place him.
I've seen him in quite a few things, and he feels like he's always playing this exact same guy.
He's an American Gangster. I don't remember.
He's in it for a very small.
That's his third movie that pops up on IMDb. Do you know it's like the highlights?
Yeah.
I
don't like this character particularly. He's not fun or eccentric or enthusiastic. Like the drug dealer from the second movie, whose name I can't remember. He was OTT and loving it. He was he was fun. He was a cartoon bad guy, which is exactly what you need. Braga is a bit dull and a bit nondescript, which I'm sure if you're an actual drug dealer is ideal. You want to go under the radar, but it's not fun to watch.
Nah, I think it's because
I'm not intimidated by this guy. I don't understand how he climbed to the top of this empire.
No, he doesn't have any sort of intimidation or that. He's no Mr. What's his name? Mr. Mahata. Who was the
Mr.
Tokyo
Mahata?
Drift guy?
Oh, Uncle Kamata.
Uncle Kamata.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Uncle Kamata was probably like 20 rungs down the ladder from Braga.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But Braga is not fun or interesting. He doesn't seem to be enjoying it.
Nah, he doesn't. He's just a bit bland, man.
He's super bland. Right. Intelligence. I mean, he's running a drug empire, but he honestly doesn't seem that bright. But we've got to give him something because he is apparently an incredible international criminal. Let's give him like 30 and be done with it.
Yeah.
Fighting ability, he gets his ass kicked repeatedly.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with 0.
Yeah, I genuinely don't understand how you got to the top of this empire. Driving ability, I don't think we ever see him drive.
Nope.
Dick all. Roid rage level, he doesn't seem that angry.
No, that's the other thing, yeah. It's like the real bad guy is Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix is the fun bit.
Yeah, he's like the main villain.
Yeah.
This guy's more of like a MacGuffin almost.
Yeah, he's a plot point more than anything else.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him Dick all for Roid rage's level.
I don't remember him getting angry.
No, family level, I mean, a lot of people come after him.
Yeah. There's like a whole posse.
There's like 40 dudes. And instantly. And that guy waiting for the church is like really worried on his behalf. The black guy that's waiting outside the church for him.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And Phoenix, like, if Phoenix turns up, even though he clearly doesn't want to, like, fucking dickhead. I'll come and save you this time.
What are we feeling? Are we going to glass cannon this guy?
Oh.
Give him like an 80.
Oh, are we really? Yeah, I guess we are.
It's like a lot of.
Although he's gonna go high in lock breaking as well.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Do you know something? I don't believe that anybody's doing this for anything more than a paycheck.
You want to lower the Mi Familia?
Yeah, give him like a 50. I can't justify any lower but I want
Okay.
to.
No, yeah, go
Lawbreaking,
50.
Lawbreaking, give him a 99 right beside Phoenix. I
Yeah.
mean, theoretically,
Yeah.
he's giving the orders and Phoenix is doing it, but I mean, they're all mass murderers at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dull character.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Blando.
bleh. Right, we're on to Letty.
Wait, nickname?
Oh,
Blando.
Blando is great. Yeah, I mean, I can't come up with anything better than Blando. Braga. Bragging about having terrible taste in shirts.
Oh yeah, that shirt at the end is really.
Fucking hideous.
It's just like someone's puked on it, man. It's
It's real
bogging.
bad. Braga shit. Braga shit.
Bragga shit, yeah.
There we go. Nailed it. Swish. 3-pointer bucket. Right, we're on to Michelle Rodriguez or Letty or Sourface McFucking Fuckface.
Okay.
She's never goddamn happy.
Nah, she's
She's
not.
never happy for a single second in any of the movies.
She's
I
barely
don't
in
know
this
if Michelle
movie.
Rodriguez knows how to smile.
Mate, I'm having a hard time thinking of her smiling.
I don't know that I've ever seen it in any movie. She's
Nah.
so fucking glum.
Yeah.
Letty in the side down.
Laying the side down. Surpuss.
Just sourpuss. Why make up something clever? Just fucking Grinch face McSourpuss cunt over arse. I don't mind Michelle Rodriguez. I think she's kind of good in some stuff. Like I've seen her in this. Like I don't mind her as an actress, but Jesus, I just like her to be happy once.
Mm.
Like even when she's supposed to be having like tender, sweet moments, it never reaches the smiles or the. I'm not going to even call it a smile, but the facial movement never reaches the eyes.
I can't even picture this.
Nah.
What's her name? Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yes, Michelle. Right, I'm googling Michelle Rodriguez smile.
I'm sure it must happen, but
Oh, it apparently does.
she's so fucking dour. Anyway, does not matter. Michelle Rodriguez, Letty's not in that much of this movie, so we can
Nah,
blast
she's
through her.
barely in it.
Intelligence, like 10. She's not smart.
Yeah.
She's on the run for no fucking reason because she's not wanted by the police, I don't think. Because she goes back home.
Yeah, she goes back home to like LA or whatever, right?
Yeah, you think by the end of the first movie that her and the whole other rest of the crew have also got charges on them, like Dom does. But
You
she goes
would,
back
but
to LA
no.
with no apparent problem. So I'm unclear, but she doesn't seem to have a reason to be on the run. She's learned nothing. She's still hijacking people. She's actually went down the rung in the gang because now she's the one jumping on trucks. Like that used
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fucking half-wit, and now it's Letty.
I don't get why she didn't just stay with Dom and like
I've no
hide
fucking
in.
idea. Well, no, Dob leaves her.
So he does, but I don't get why that needs to happen.
It doesn't need to happen
Like
because
he could
in
just say,
the
"Yeah, no, we're the heat. Whilst the heat dies down or whatever, we'll go
but
stay in
I think it's
Brazil."
because she would never leave him, so he had to make the hard choice. Although I think it's just a cunty move. Anyway, makes no fucking odds. Fighting ability, she doesn't fight in this movie.
I think 0.
0. Driving ability, she doesn't drive in this movie.
No, because she's in the passenger seat at the start.
Yeah, and well, theoretically, she drives when she's working for Braga. We only actually ever see her after the car crash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think if we're going to be very strict about this, she actually has to go negative because the only time we see her at a wheel, it's mid-crash.
It's a flipped over car that's on fire.
Yeah. So, based on what we see in this movie, I think she's like a negative. I don't want to go massive, but like a negative 10. Like she only drives for 1
I think that
second in this
proves the
movie.
point.
Yeah.
You know? It proves the point.
Yeah, negative 10. The only time we see her drive, she's literally on fire. Rodriguez level, She seems to be constantly angry, but I don't know if that's just Michelle Rodriguez.
I think she gets like something, but I don't think it's like high. I think
Like a
it's like
20?
yeah. It's like a consistent sort of pissed off.
Alright, 20. Me familiar level, Dom leaves her.
Yeah.
She dies alone.
Mm-hmm.
And she does die in this movie. I know that she comes back in later movies. She was thrown clear from the blast and she got amnesia. That's right. Michelle Rodriguez
That's
has
what
amnesia
happens.
in the Fast and the Furious movies. They actually
Jesus.
pull out the amnesia card. It's kind of spectacular.
I
Yeah.
think with these movies, just a quick little tangent. I'm looking forward to just it getting like wild and insane, like the end game of this shit. You know,
Well,
that's.
that starts to happen
I feel like
next
it's sort
movie.
of. They're starting to get a little bit. I don't know.
It gets a little bit insane. The car chase in the
Yeah,
tunnel at the end is pretty nuts.
I want to get to that bit though,
Yeah.
because I
Well,
think you
I
have
was
to
gonna,
sit through the first.
but I understand why you're excited because these are not good movies. I don't know why I like Fast and the Furious.
They're fun.
Yeah, I guess they are fun.
It's a cartoon, like.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
Family.
Oh, sorry. I was just
No,
saying.
no.
I'm looking forward to getting to the proper
Silliness, yeah.
insane. Yeah,
Well, when The Rock turns up, he starts running through walls and shit.
that sounds amazing.
And I think also the next movie is the first movie where like they have it in their contracts that people can't lose fights.
Oh yeah, all right. Because I thought about that. Because oh
And a
well.
lot of fights start going to draws.
All right. Sorry. Where
Yeah.
were we?
Family level. I mean, Dom leaves her. She dies alone.
Does she get like a 0 here?
Ah,
'Cause I don't think she should get a 0. I think
it seems harsh to give her a 0.
Dom comes back for a funeral and
True, but he's
stands on
not
a
there
hill.
for like actually help her.
He's not.
Let's give her like a 5.
Okay.
Law breaking. Now she's hijacking and she's running drugs. The running
Yeah.
drugs she's doing undercover that we learn in the movie for Brian as
Yes.
a FBI informant. But she's doing the hijacking off her own back. She's a bit of an arsehole. I'm
Mhm.
willing to give her like a 35.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that sound.
I mean, that poor bastard in his iguana who they rob his petrol tanker and blow it up. Like,
Yeah.
presumably he owned that truck and he
Mhm.
was hauling those petrol tanks. He's probably an independent contractor
That's his livelihood.
who's now fucking penniless in South America with nothing but his pet iguana. Thank God the iguana survives. I'd have been so
Mhm.
pissed if they killed that guy's pet as well. Oh God, these people are arseholes. Yeah, okay, give her like a 35, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and fuck Letty, smile and some. And I hate this people telling women to smile, you look better. That's not what I'm saying. If it was a dude who was this constantly fucking glum, I'd tell him to fucking smile. If it was a dog who was this constantly sad, my mother had a dog that had a face like fucking Michelle Rodriguez all the time, and I told that prick to smile. God, she's fucking glum. Elvis always looked like a sad sack of shite.
He did, but he was a happy dog.
I love that dog, but he
Yeah.
was a sad dog. Right, we're on to Mia. Mia wondering how you get yourself in this situation. Mia wondering why you're sticking with this shithead of a brother.
Yes. Yeah.
Mia, myself, and Irene. Mia, myself, and I. Mamma Mia?
I literally was just thinking Mamma Mia.
Well, no, she's not pregnant, this one.
Oh, save that then.
Yeah, we'll put that in the back pocket for later.
Mhm. Mia.
Mia so horny. Mia so horny. She bangs Brian with very little prompting in this movie. It's Mia so
Oh
horny.
yeah, yeah.
It's
He doesn't even
absolutely.
say anything to her.
He does not. He just walks in the house and pumps her.
Yeah.
While her brother's working on a car. Like, presumably he can hear that his little sister getting ploughed like
Yeah,
15 feet away from him.
But
Because they just do it in the kitchen.
Yeah, but they're about to go out or whatever.
Yeah.
And
He's
then
like, I've got
she
15
walks
minutes
up
for a
to
fuck.
him.
He's like, I've got 15 minutes for a fuck. I'm just away to bang your sister, right? I'll meet you outside in 15. That's the most awkward waiting ever, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it would have been very awkward if Paul got in the same car as Vin Diesel. Like,
can you just imagine that? He comes out of the house to meet them and goes, "You smell like my sister's twat." Like, he didn't shower. He's come out there stinking of his sister's sex smells.
yeah.
Like, that's got to
Man.
be. He waits for him as well. I don't know what he was waiting for him. You're both driving somewhere. You could have met him there.
Yeah, you know where you're going.
But you decided to hang out to see how long Paul pumped your sister for.
That bit was a bit awkward.
It would have been better if he turned round to him and went, "You've only been in there 7 minutes. You've got to do something for her. You've got to try a bit better, mate. Go back in there and get her a good half-hour Roger and let her get started up and revved." I mean, fuck's sake, man.
No, because Paul Walker turns up at the garage, helps him with like one thing. He literally pulls a lever or something, and they
He
get
says, "Yeah,
bored.
press
and
that
is
throttle."
away. Yeah.
He's like the kid helping out his dad in the garage, and then goes, "Hold that torch." And as soon
Yeah.
as he turns around to actually look, the kid's away playing in the paddling pool. He just went, "Oh no, this torch can stay here. I'm away to pump your sister."
Absolutely, that's what's
I'm
happening.
leaving, and I respect her so little. I'm just gonna raw dog her with no words. I'm just gonna walk into the kitchen and pump her over the stove. While you're literally 15 feet away in the garage, and we both know what we're doing because you can hear her moan.
It's awful.
It's uncomfortable.
It's weird.
I'm so glad I don't have a little sister.
Mm.
I just don't want this idea of like that meeting their boyfriend and going like, "Oh yeah, you're the one fucking my sister."
Mm. Nah.
It seems awful. Anyway, doesn't matter. We seem to have harped on that for quite a long time.
Yeah.
My fault. My fault. I admit it. But poor bitch. Anyway, Jordana Brewster, Mia so horny. Great nickname. Intelligence. I mean, she keeps falling into these same patterns.
Patterns of what you mean?
Like listening to her shithead brother and doing crimes for them and
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, 15. Aye.
She's definitely less smart than she was in the first movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Driving ability. She drives at the end for like 10 seconds, and presumably there's some cool high-tech, like precision driving coming up, but we don't see it. So, I mean, I'm willing to give her a 10.
Yeah, 10. Go for it.
Roy Reed's level.
I don't think she gets angry.
Well, she gets annoyed with Brian.
So she does, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good card. Family level. I mean, Dom does not give a shit what she thinks. She's constantly saying, "Please do this," and he goes, "No, fuck you."
Yeah. And he leaves her as well.
Yeah, and she is just a pump and dump for Brian.
Well, the thing is, though, Vin Diesel must have left her to be doing all these heists or whatever in South America.
Yeah, he abandoned her.
Yeah.
Came back 5 years later. It's been 5 years since they've seen each other. Came back 5 years later and she goes, "Dom, please don't go." And he goes, "Fuck you." Leaves again.
Yeah.
Like, and Brian has no intention of coming back from Mexico. He thinks it's a suicide mission. She is literally a pump and dump.
I am feeling very low on the Mi
This might be
Familia.
very low.
Hmm?
Well, I think this might be very low.
Yeah.
Let's give her like a 5.
Yeah.
Again. A terrible card. Lawbreaking. Technically, she's like assisting a
prison break.
But no, we don't
No.
see that in the movie.
Oh, okay,
It doesn't
Alright,
technically
okay.
happen in this movie. That happens at the start of the next movie.
Okay.
So the only she's assisting a fugitive because she like goes and patches them up, and like she knows what Dom's about and stuff, and she's not turning them in. So there's something there, but it's not much.
Like again, like 5 or 10.
Give her an 8. Fucking hell, terrible card.
It's the truth. It just reflects what's on screen.
Yeah, Mia does not come off well in this. Now we're up to Brian O'Connor or Paul Walker, FBI agent, insanely. Insanely. Brian, oh come on, you're never going to be recruited by the FBI. Brian, oh come on now. Brian O'Cockhead.
Yeah, I like that.
What subtle, man.
I think
there's a certain honesty to it that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Right, Brian O'Cockhead, fuck it. Oh, he's actually like 7 years older than Mia.
What, are you looking at their IMDb's?
Yeah. She's born 1980, he's born 73. God, he died quite soon after this.
Really?
He died in 2013.
Oh, holy shit. I didn't realise it was...
Yeah, the next 2 or 3 movies are in quick succession. Also, he's coming back, apparently.
What? Yes, I've heard that. What was it? So his last one was Fast and Furious 7. So, alright, we've got 3 more with him in it, though.
Fast and Furious 5, yes. Fast and Furious 6, yes. Fast and Furious 7.
It says he's in
Yeah,
it.
Fast and Furious 7. Yeah.
So that's like his...
Yeah, they really cranked out the next 3 in quick succession after this one.
Yeah. Wait, what year? Oh yeah, yeah, because that's like... It must have been one every 2 years then.
Yeah, something like that.
What
yeah,
is the...
quick.
See You Again? Is that Fast and Furious 8 then?
No, that's 7. That's the end credits scene for 7.
Oh, but was he in 7? Like, he filmed...
He filmed most of it.
Most of it, okay.
His brother is in some scenes with him, like, digitally over the top.
Ah, I see.
And it's not great, but it's not horrendous. It's not that bad.
I've only ever seen it from that end credit scene.
Oh, that end credit scene. I do tear up a bit.
It's sad.
It is quite sad. Stupid way to die.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Doesn't matter. Right. Intelligence. I mean, somehow he's in the FBI.
I think he must...
Somehow he's in the FBI.
I think he gets a little bump in intelligence.
Yeah, he's also investigating shit, and he's right.
Yeah. No, he's like kind of switched on in this movie.
Yeah, this is probably the most switched on we've seen.
He clocks that the fake Braga.
Yeah.
He immediately asks him the question, and then he can't answer. I'm feeling like, honestly, like a 50.
Oh, fuck off.
Honestly, mate.
I'm feeling like a 35.
40.
Alright, okay. Right. I'm not happy about that. I'll meet you at 40.
He's doing a lot of shit this movie. I'm not saying he's like computer smart. But I don't
book
think
smart or street smart, or he's running a lot and elbowing a lot. Alright. I'm not happy about this. Alright, fighting ability. He can fight and is apparently quite happy to.
Yeah.
30?
Yeah. 30.
Because he's currently still human.
Because he loses to Vin's beating the shit out of him at one point, but he just kind of get like a chokehold on his feet.
Yeah, he starts doing weird jiu-jitsu stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's give him a 30, because we can't go any higher, because at some point they become God. And that point is the next movie with the Rock and Vin Diesel become the Hulk. It's kind of incredible. Yeah, okay. Let's go 30. Driving ability, like, I don't think they're as good as Phoenix, but 38?
No, but, yeah, 38, yeah.
Alright. Roid race level, he's not angry. He's got a moment of like when he's fighting, he gets het up, but I wouldn't say he's
Yeah.
angry.
He like kind of shouts at Dom
Ben, yeah, a little
after the
bit.
fight, but I wouldn't mind like a 5 or I think a 5 at most.
Let's give him a 6.
Okay.
Because we've given other people 5s, and I want him to slightly beat them because I think he does get a bit stroppy.
All right, fair play.
Do you know what I mean? Me familial level, Dick All, nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FBI don't like
Yeah.
him. Dom hates him. Mia hates him. Now, Grant, he pumps her, but I don't know that she still likes him after that. I think we're supposed to assume that everything's hunky dory after that, but I don't see how it physically can be. And Dom, I like towards the end of that movie, even though Brian like quits his job and rescues him out of the prison van. If Phoenix wasn't dead and Brian got in the way, I still think Dom would have killed him to get to Phoenix. Like, I do not believe that Dom would have let him
Stop him in his tracks for justice.
Yeah, I don't think he would.
Justice. No. Mm-hmm.
So I think he gets Dick All.
Yeah, I think I agree.
God, does he get negative because everyone hates him?
Wait, there's one person that maybe likes him.
The Asian girl.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's so little of a character I didn't even put her in as a card.
No. Because she's not in the... Oh wait, is she... She might be where we took the cut.
Yeah, she's just about...
Yes, she's below. She's one below.
Alright, I'll give him 1.
Alright, game 1. Game 1.
Law breaking. Physics or otherwise. Now, legally, he bends a few laws. I'm not sure he really breaks them all until the end.
No, because he's undercover.
Well, at a certain point, he's illegally in another country kidnapping someone.
Yes.
I mean, that technically, if we're going letter of the law here,
that's true.
That is not cool. So, say we give him like a 20 for that. He's crossing international borders illegally. He's kidnapping people. He's smuggling them back. That's probably a 20, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't see him break him out of prison, so we don't do that. I'm willing to go with just like the 20.
Well, I think there's a bit of physics breaking.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm just talking legally.
Sorry.
No, I'm just talking legally because I would say that he sort of stretches it, and he doesn't, because he's never not going to hand the drugs over. He's just holding on to it for a little bit as leverage, you know. But he was always going to give the drugs over. There's no way he's letting those drugs go back to the drug dealer or escape him.
Yeah.
Like, I think that hiding the drugs in the police impound lot was a super clever idea. Because not only is it the last place the FBI looks, but it means that Dom can't go and steal them.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. You need a badge to get in.
Yeah. So Dom can't go and pick him up. It's one of the... Do you know something? I'll give you his intelligence now. Like, I'll give you that he deserves the 40. Because that is the smartest thing he does in this entire movie.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think... What are we saying? Like 20 for the crime?
Yeah, 20 for the crime. Now, you're right. I think there is some physicsy breaking. I don't think there's a lot.
No, I don't think there's a lot
all in the tunnel.
Either. Yes, I think what I thought in the tunnel, the physics breaking was there's an awful lot of just going... It seems like they're going very fast.
Yeah, and then turn 90 degrees and still go the same speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot about that. Now, I would also say that he's in the giant crash at the end, but he is real fucked up from that crash.
Oh yeah, he's got like stabbed in the stomach and stuff. He's all cut up and bloody.
Yeah, the only thing he can do is hold on to Phoenix's legs. He's fucked otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not suggesting he physics breaks there, but there is a sort of turning 90 degrees and still going full speed, and then being able to turn again before you smash into the side of a mine wall.
Yes, and like the narrowest, like in a tunnel the width of your car.
True, and he has not been to Tokyo. He has not learned to drift.
No,
he has not been. He has not been Tokyo drifting. He doesn't know who the Teriyaki Boys even are. Who I listened to again tonight.
What, to get you in the zone?
Well, because I was clicking through our podcasts and I saw Fast and Furious 3 and I was like, no, I'm listening to the Teriyaki Boys song. And I listened to the Terry Ackroyd's, and it's still great.
It's a good song.
It's a fantastic song. And not racist, as we find out in that episode.
Yeah. So you
Would
can
you want to
enjoy
give
it
him for physics
without
breaking,
feeling
Mike?
guilty.
You
What?
absolutely can. What do you want to give him for physics breaking?
Because I don't think it's like that huge.
It doesn't feel that big. No.
I think like 10.
It feels like ropey CGI more than physics breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright. Give him 30 for law breaking, physics or otherwise.
Cool.
And now we're on to our last character, Dom Toretto. And I just want to go with Dom Toretto.
Oh no, Toretto the Thumb.
You're correct, sorry. Thumb Toretto.
Thumb Toretto.
Of course it's Thumb Toretto. I can't believe that I forgot that for even a second. We're never going to remember Mamma Mia.
No.
Oh, Thumb Toretto.
Thumb Toretto.
I would also like to point out that because we're very low energy in this podcast, so I, instead of like doing the normal research and shit that I normally do, I just put up another podcast that we've already done to get a card so I could get the categories. And it happens to be the Fast and Furious, the first movie, where I have nicknamed him Dom Potato. Which is just great. It's a great nickname. I've been looking at his card for the last 2 hours, and it's just been Dom Potato the entire time. Thumb Toretto is almost as good, but Dom
Toretto, I quite like, because Thumb.
It does look like a thumb,
and it sounds a bit like Dom though.
It does. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Intelligence. Fuck me, I don't think it's high.
Nah.
I think it's like a 15.
He's wanted, and he goes back to where he's wanted.
He makes moronic decisions. It's incredible that he actually manages to get into the race. Like, he doesn't do that deliberately. He's hanging a guy out the window going, "What race?" Like,
yeah.
He half-asses his way into this.
Yeah, 10, 15. I don't think
it's even worth that, because he's not subtle with Phoenix either.
Nah, he's not.
He's like real eggy with a fucking psychopath.
Honestly, yeah. I'm fine with that.
Fighting ability. He beats Brian.
Yeah.
He's also in like a wrestling match, 2 or 3 points during various firefights.
Mm-hmm.
We giving him like a 35?
What did we give Brian?
A 30, I think.
Yeah, 35 then.
Right, signed. Driving ability, Brian got 38, Phoenix got 40. I say we give him 30.
I think 39.
I don't know that he's as good as Brian.
He beats Brian in the race though.
He cheats.
He does cheat.
He was quite willing for Brian to die. Like, he's murderous. He did not know that Brian was going to survive that. If they're travelling at 100 miles an hour and you pit manoeuvre someone, they could easily be going into a wall.
For sure, but he used his nitrous, and then Brian's like, "Oh, you used it too early," and then he uses his nitrous. No, but then he uses his nitrous, and then he taps him. But how do we know that Dom wasn't thinking, "I'll use it now," and then bait his out and then hit him?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he did do. Sure, but he still pit manoeuvres someone at 100 miles an hour. You could have easily murdered him. There's no skill involved there, because as soon as he's got the other car moving, it's out of his hands. So, granted, by the rules of that race, it's not like cheating. It's however you get there. Sure. But what I'm saying is, it shows a casual disregard for life that, to my mind, means you're cheating. Like, that's just such shitty behaviour that no matter what the context, that's a cunt move.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And Brian beats him to the tunnel with Braga. I guess he doesn't. Give him a 39. I'm not happy about it. Right, fuck it.
Okay.
Roid Rage level. He's
he can turn on that anger.
He can turn on that anger. Now, here's the interesting thing. I would say that Roid Rage level doesn't really apply to the Letty situation all that much with Phoenix or the like coming back to town. That's like a low bubbling anger.
Yeah, because he's
only
more
Roid
like,
Rage spikes are like the
phone call.
The phone call
yeah.
and the fight with Brian, But even like when he confronts Phoenix, he's not that roid ragey.
No, I think when he's beating the shit out of Brian's probably when he's the most angry.
Yeah, probably his peak. And what do we say that is? Are we saying that's like a 50?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it's any more.
Nah.
Right, he's going 50. Fuck him. Me familial level, his wife / girlfriend / whatever it is dead. He ignores his sister and doesn't give a shit. He's quite happy to listen to her getting pumped for 10 minutes. Like, he doesn't seem to give a shit about anybody. But people still want to do shit for him.
I think that
Brian
means he gets a high level.
I don't think he gets high.
I think it's high maybe in the... I think it should be the max out of this movie. Because I think
but I'm saying like...
has been very low. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but so like a 40?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, give him a 40. Law breaking. Now he breaks a lot of laws. He definitely attempts murder.
Attempts murder. He does murder.
Yes, but is that sort of defense of his friend? Like they get round that. It's not cold blooded. Like that's heat of the moment kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like you could argue that in a court of law. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, there's definitely attempted.
Definitely attempted, and certainly there's a few manslaughters.
He kind of blows up some cars.
Yeah, and those guys definitely died.
Yes.
But I would say that's manslaughter rather than murder. The hijackings are just a real shit-heel scummy thing to do.
Mm-hmm. I think for crimes it should maybe be about a 40.
Right.
40 or 50.
I'm fine with that. Law-breaking, physics or otherwise, I want to give him at least 20 because he materialises through fucking rock. Like that mine collapses, and then there's a good 30 seconds, and then he comes out of that mine.
Yeah, it's not even like the cliche of like the explosion and coming out the explosion.
Yeah,
it's
they double bluff you. But
there's a pause and then he drives out.
Well, here's my thing. Even if you go, well, the mine didn't totally collapse, right? There was just some rocks for the ceiling, so it didn't totally collapse. Okay, but rocks came down for the ceiling. That mine isn't wide enough to swerve, so any size rock in the middle of the road is an impassable obstacle. Even if it's only the size of a football, your car's fucked. It's not going over it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a football. Go bigger, but not that much bigger. A rucksack. If there's a rock the size of a rucksack,
then you just kind of need to come up to the bumper.
Yeah, I mean, momentum will carry you over a bit, but it'll not carry over you that much, and it'll rip out your oil pan. That's what I'm saying. Like he's teleporting through at least some rock.
Yeah. How much is that worth though, in and of itself?
I think it's like a 20.
Okay. So wait, we're at 70 so far.
I feel that's too high for this movie. I realise we've just laid out why each of these things happens, but that feels like too high for this movie. Considering we've got mass murderers at 90.
Well, see because he's doing the same shit that Brian is, with like drifting instantly and like it's on a rail.
Yeah.
I think that's the other physics he breaks. Does he break any more physics?
Not really. No, you see, I'm not worried about the physics. It's the law breaking.
Law breaking, right.
I think we should knock it down from 50. Not much. But I think 40.
I think overall then, yeah. I think overall it should be like 60.
Yes. 60 feels better. 60 feels like there's a good distance between that and mass murder at 99.
Mm-hmm.
Because he definitely kills people. He definitely tries to kill people. He's hijacks, sure. He teleports through a few rocks. But in the same movie, we have got definitive mass murderers, serial killers. In comparison, I just can't give him a 70.
No, I think 60.
Right, we're going 60.
I think that encapsulates the law breaking as well
Yeah.
as the physics law breaking.
Yeah, I appreciate you meeting me halfway on this. I do. Right, that is the end of Top Trumps 9?
Yeah, I think you said 9.
Maybe 9. I haven't put June out yet. I've been doing shit and I've just not
That's
been
fair.
very low energy. I'll put June out in the next couple of days and then I'll follow this up a week later. We'll be a week ahead.
Got a bit of leeway now.
Yeah, let's pretend that's the reason I've done that. Thank you for joining us. Now we're going to finish off the show with just a couple of minutes of chat and horse shit, but that's the deck done. We're not coming back to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, take that advice. I would say that we've got the Patreon and please subscribe and I'll do all that normal horse shit. But we're just going to have a quick chat about, what we've been doing,
Mm-hmm.
what we've been watching, what media have we been consuming? What have you been consuming? You were trying to remember to tell me something.
Yes, now this is one of these movies that I heard about a lot in school, but I never watched. I watched Green Street 2 nights ago because I saw it on Netflix.
Is that the
It's the football hooligan movie.
Yeah, with
Elijah Wood.
With Elijah Wood, that's the name of it. It's quite a good movie.
Mate, it's bizarre.
It's grim, isn't it?
It's grim, but it's like... It's just one of the oddest movies I've ever seen.
What's odd about it?
I just felt like... I didn't particularly like it, man.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's a movie you like, but it's got a sort of grim... Like, I love Have you met my mate Stanley?
I don't think that's in it.
Oh, is it not? Am I thinking of another football hooligan movie?
Possibly, yeah.
But I think it's interesting that it's not really about the football. It's about, like, a male cult getting swept up in, like, this male camaraderie. And that even this wee American who does not know what he's about can get swept up in it and become, like, a hard man.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely the, like, theme.
Is it Scorsese or is that Mean Streets?
That's Mean Streets.
Yeah.
But
it's one of Joe's favourite movies.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, Mean Streets or Green Street?
Green Streets, the Elijah Wood football hooligan one.
Is it? I didn't like it. I didn't think the acting was all that great or anything.
I don't know that Elijah Wood's ever particularly good in anything.
Well, I like him in Lord of the Rings, but I haven't seen much of his other movies.
I fucking love Lord of the Rings, but I love Lord of the Rings for Orlando Bloom and Viggo Mortensen and Sean Bond. And
no, it's true. It's like what's the phrase? It's like the sum of parts is. Oh, you know the phrase.
Yeah, the whole is less than the sum of its parts.
Yes.
Or the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, I think that's applicable to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, because like he's the worst thing in it.
Yeah,
and part of that is you can go, well, his character's supposed to be the worst thing in it. But part of it is like, even at the start, before he gets the ring, he's an annoying tit when he's jumping on Gandalf's wagon and stuff. Like, I don't like Elijah Wood at the start. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get you.
Fuck that dude.
But,
Merry and Pippin, way better hobbits. Bilbo, for the 3 seconds we get of him, way better and terrifying.
Oh yeah, it's a scary jump scare.
But that moment when he switches, I'm like,
yeah, I know. It catches you off guard if you're not expecting it.
Catches me off guard even though I know it's coming.
Does it?
Yeah.
But
I always forget how horrifying it is.
Yeah. But no, overall, I just wasn't a big fan of it.
Fair enough. It's not a movie I would particularly revisit.
No, I think I watched it because it's the sort of thing I've heard about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, is it like a cult classic?
I think it is a bit of a cult movie, yeah.
But yeah, there's a surprising amount of people I recognised in it.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of folk in it, and I don't know. So I watched that, and I don't know if I watched much else, to be perfectly honest.
Have you met my mate Stanley? I'm just looking up to see what movie that's from. Football Factory. Hmm.
No, yeah, I think that's about the only thing I watched.
What have I watched? I
Yeah, what
watched
have
some
you
Brooklyn
watched?
Nine-Nine because it's real easy background watching.
Is that the new season?
I know the new season is god awful.
Is it? Is it like?
Right, okay. So the season before the last season, I think it's season 7.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was the Me Too season, or the Me Too movement season.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of discussion of sort of sexism and sexual assault and casual misogyny and stuff. And it was a little bit preachy.
Mm-hmm.
And then this season is Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
The last season was Black Lives Matter, but they hit it so fucking hard. It's untrue. Like every police officer, we've spent the last 7 seasons falling in love with these police officers who are genuinely seem to be good people who are trying to do their best and help people. And in season 8, no, they're all scumbag pieces of shit who they should quit their job or they should stop being policemen and they should get
Wait, how
punished for.
so?
Well, like Diaz quits because she can't stand to be with these pig police officers anymore, even though she's still in every fucking episode. Hitchcock retires, so he's not in it except he's on a TV screen. Scully's barely in it because Hitchcock's not in it. Jake gets suspended like twice and has to like think about leaving the force because he ends up leaving the force because he's not a good police officer. He you know he did something, he went against the rules and he's too close to it and he should just be a stay-at-home dad and he shouldn't be trusted to be a police officer anymore. The Captain Holt, he goes to become the special commissioner of a task force on equality or some shit, and he takes Amy with her as his second in command. And it's like, fuck me. So we're just not supposed to like any of these people anymore. Like,
Mm.
they're all part of the problem, these cunty pieces of shit. Now, here's the thing. I'm willing to believe that in a political situation, like you seem to have in America, that you can think all cops are bastards, and that can be your thing. Fine. Go for it. But if you've spent the last 7 years making a TV show with lovable characters, it's kind of a cunt move to turn around and go, actually, they're all cunts. Fuck these people.
Did you change them all one season?
Well, it's not even changing them, but like rephrase them the way what these pieces of shit. Yeah, they spent the last 7 years catching murderers and stopping crimes, but fuck them. It's just about OTT.
Yeah, I
Very
think
unpleasant.
I gave up after season 5.
I think you should. I don't think you should go back to
Because
it.
I think I remember the last sort of thing was Jake and Amy getting married.
I think you should stop it there.
Is it that happens, at like the station?
Yeah.
Yes, no, that was when I stopped. Yeah, because I think I watched that just after it came out,
Yeah.
and then I just didn't go back to it.
But it's like one of these shows. It was like Scrubs was for me for many years. It's a show you can put on when you're doing other shit.
Oh no, it was solid. I thought I enjoyed it a lot.
No, but it's just become that comfort show of just hearing it toddling along in the background as you're doing other crap. Because I've been doing a huge amount of housework the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been repointing walls and fucking laying laminate and all sorts of shit. So I've just had that in the background.
Stuck it on.
Yeah. The only other thing of sort of note, I rewatched A Knight's Tale last night because I remembered it existed and I love that movie.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Heath Ledger is a
What's that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I've not seen that.
I really like that movie. I saw that in the cinema when it came out. And it's the only movie that I ever like stood up in the middle and went, yeah! I like that movie.
I think you cut out a bit there.
No, I paused to enjoy the memory of it. But the only thing that I've sort of knew I've been doing is I got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, is it any good?
It was on sale on Steam the other day, and I don't like it. However, I don't like The Witcher 3 for the first couple of hours.
Yeah.
And I can't. It feels kind of Witcher 3-y, except it's way more jam-packed. Like, you cannot move 3 fucking feet without something attacking you. Like,
really?
It's constant. Like, the world is not that big. I would say it's like one of the realms in Witcher 3. You know, you've got like
Oh.
the states, like the 5 or 6 states,
Yeah, like Velen or something.
Velen and Skelligan. Like I would say
Mhm.
that. I mean, maybe the map gets bigger, but the map that I can see at the moment looks like it's about one of the states.
Okay.
Maybe there's a ton more shit. Maybe it's 5 times the size. I've no idea. But the map that I can see at the moment looks like about one of the states, and you literally can't go 10 feet without something fucking attacking you, which is just a bit much.
Hmm.
You know, when The Witcher, if you got on Roach and just fucking legged it, you were fine.
Oh, they give up pretty quick.
Yeah. Whereas in this, you can like get not a horse, but you can get a horse analog, but they don't give up.
Wait, is
Like
it
they just
analog like the robot? Is that
yeah. Well, I'm just being a horse comparison, and yes, it's a robot.
okay?
You can ride a robot, and ah. But I can't think when or why Witcher 3 clicked for me. Like, I can't think of the moment where it went from, I don't like this game, to, oh my god, I fucking love this game.
I'm going to be honest. I think the moment The Witcher really hits its stride is the city, but
It might be this way.
that's like 7 hours in.
It's a while in. I don't know, it's 7 hours, but it's a few hours
Well,
in.
no, you can go to the city early on, but see if you're sort of following the way it's meant to be followed. I think
Yeah, you go and
you
meet the
end up
Baron
doing
and
the
all that shit
Baron, and
first.
that
Yeah.
takes a while.
That is true.
That takes a while.
That's true. And it might be the city. I might have to get to the city. Do you know what I mean? Like, I might have to get to
Mhm.
whatever point that is in.
Yeah, because how
But the
much?
map is fucking terrible.
How?
It just doesn't tell you anything. Like you put up,
Mhm.
it shows you. You can buy like map things to say what are these. Show me all the metal flowers. I've still haven't figured out what the fuck they are because the first 3 I've got to, there's been nothing there.
Mhm.
But show me where all these are. Show me where all those are. Show me what these are. And you go to them, and like as soon as you get reasonably close, the sort of top of the screen compass thing ticks off. You've got there. The GPS kicks off. You're there.
Mhm.
And there's like a 20 meters away that direction, like an arrow on the ground, but it's a little yellow sticker.
Yeah.
But quite often I get there and there's nothing fucking there, and I presume it's underground, but I can't find an entrance.
It's
Like
quite
the last,
annoying.
it's super fucking annoying, and it's like you're not like even in Skyrim, it took you to the entrance of caves. It didn't take you above the cave and go, you're there. You're like, no, I'm not fucking there.
No,
How do I
Skyrim's
get
good
down?
with that shit because it had the
How do I
door.
get down to it?
Hmm.
So
How
it's not
much was
clutching
it?
it. 20 quid.
That's not that bad.
Not horrendous.
No.
But I don't think I like it. It's one of these annoying things where there are 900 types of resources, but you can only carry a certain amount. Not carrying weight like Skyrim, which I could actually respect. No.
Oh, space.
Space. You can only carry a certain number of resources. So I think the starting bag, you can have 30 different types of resources. Now you can have, I think, up to 100 or something, depending on the resource. You can have 100 or more.
Wait, is this for like crafting and stuff?
Yes. So you
Okay.
can have 500 sticks in one slot, but you can only have 25 of something else in a different slot. But you only get 30 slots. But as soon as you, so
Oh, and I
like,
imagine there's a ton of shit.
well, as soon as you've killed like 2 things, it just goes, you can't pick this up, you can't pick this up, you can't pick this up, no slots, you can't pick this up, you can't pick this up.
Hmm.
So then you have to decide what you're getting. Ah, it's fucking irritating. And people love it. People keep comparing it to The Witcher 3 and they fucking love it.
I
And
think
I'm
Joe
assuming
liked it.
that it clicks at some point, but it has not yet clicked. And I'm like 4 hours in. It's like 2 fucking hours to get through the introduction.
Oh, for real.
Fuck me, it hangs on a bit.
I think I've seen Joe play it. I think he enjoyed it, but
I might talk to him about it then. 'Cause
yeah, have a word with him about it. See if it gets any better or that. But
fuck me, it's
I don't
dull.
know. It just never really appealed to me. When I did see it getting played, though, it reminded me a bit of the newest Zelda.
Mm.
It seemed very much you run about on a horse and then shoot your bow a lot.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
lot of bow shooting. There's only one melee attack, which annoys me because I'd be like stealth melee and everything. The bow shooting is not satisfying.
I mean, when I saw it, it just looked fine. It just looked like it looks like a sort of standard, like your standard open world.
You know what
You
I
know
think the
what I
difference
mean?
between it and The Witcher is?
Hmm.
The Witcher combat was hard, but it didn't feel grindy. Like there was one big thing, and it might be a prick to kill it, but when you did kill it, it was like satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
And Horizon Zero Dawn, it's 9 things, and none of them are particularly big, but there's 9 of the fuckers, and
Mm.
it's just like, oh,
You can only kill
and
the same thing over so many times.
exactly, and you have to keep stopping in the middle because to start with, you can only carry like 10 arrows, so you have to craft them mid-fight, but you can
Oh
pause and
no,
craft at
I
any
can't be
time.
fucked with that.
It's like, no, just let me have like 9,000 arrows. I'll sit for 10 minutes and I'll make 9,000 arrows. Like, just let me do that. And each enemy takes like 5 arrows. So you're like, I'm 5 arrows in. Pause, go to the crafting menu, craft another 5 arrows. Right. Let's fight the next one. Pause, let's craft some more arrows. Right. Fight the next one. And I'll tell you the really irritating thing. You can increase your like bags for inventories and outfits and modifications and this and that, blah 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 blah. You can increase them all to a little bit. You can't. I don't think you can make them as big as you want to. But you can
Mm-hmm.
increase them a little bit. But it's things like I so I figured this out and I thought, all right, then I'm gonna upgrade my arrow thing immediately, like instantly, and my
Yeah.
resources thing, and it came up and it tells you what you need, and you need like this much money and these 3 items to increase your thing. And I know for a fucking fact that I killed turkeys or boars or whatever the fuck it was, and I
Mm-hmm.
should have some of this stuff. But of course, when I went over to the boar or turkey or whatever it was and tried to pick it up, it went resources, no slots available. So I've left it there on the fucking ground, not able to carry it, and then later on when I've realised I need it for like up increasing the bag size so I could carry more shit. Like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go and find more foxes or more
That's
fucking rats or whatever. Do you know, it's just little things like that. It's just like fuck off,
Mm-hmm.
man. The movement fucking sucks. You can't come to a stop.
It's like GTA movement.
It's worse than GTA movement because what you want to do, like the whole game is about like sneaking from grass patch to grass patch, shooting one arrow, waiting for them to calm down, moving to another grass patch, shooting another arrow, like whittling
Mm-hmm.
down their health. But what you want to do is shoot one, run from one grass patch to the next. But when you go to crouch, after you're running, it slides, and it slides you right through the fucking grass patch so you're out the other side. And then you're out the other side slowly, like standing up when everything's just turning around and watching you. And like, I fucking hate this slide. I don't know why I can't just come to a stop. But I
Yeah.
slide for like 40 fucking feet.
No, it's kind of refreshing sometimes when you play, like, seeing older games,
Yes, and the controls are less realistic, but far
but
more.
tight.
Yeah,
Like, if you compare, like, I don't know, thinking of GTA, like, you compare GTA 5's walking around to, like, Vice City or something, to
I mean,
where
but Vice City's driving was terrible.
no, the driving. See, if we just talk about the walking though and the running,
Yeah, you came to an exact
you'll
stop.
stop exactly, and I'm like, what's wrong with that though?
Doesn't look realistic,
It
granted,
doesn't.
but
That's what they're going for, but
it's
it's
far easier to play.
yeah,
Like even Skyrim's better than that. Skyrim, you stop moving, you stop.
yeah, yeah. Which
It's little things like that. It's genuinely fucking irritating me.
hmm
I might just play The Witcher 3 again.
I started playing it again a little while ago, but I haven't played it in ages.
I'm trying to give it enough time since my last playthrough, so I can pretend that I don't know exactly what's happening every second. I'm going to bang Triss this time. I go for Yennefer every time, and it's always unsatisfying.
I went with Triss last time. Because I like Triss.
Yeah, I prefer her to Yennefer. But you feel like Yennefer's the correct choice for the story.
Oh, she absolutely is.
But on the other hand, fuck Yennefer. She's not fun.
And the new season of that's out. Like, oh no, not this month. Next month.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
I'll look forward to that. I do like The Witcher show.
It's like just before Christmas, I think.
Fantastic. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. Nothing exciting. It's up to you to choose what we're watching for next week.
Well, I'll have a think about it.
Have a think about it. I'm not
And
watching Green Streets again.
No,
Although I
no.
bet you there's 30 people in that we can make a deck out of.
You know, there's actually a deck you can make out of that. But no, I don't want to watch it again. No, I'll have a think. I'll have a brainstorm.
Alright.
Get back to you.
Alright. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Dynamic.
It's a pleasure as always.
Thanks to all our that's mainly me that's
Thousands
our
of
listeners.
listeners.
I can't believe that we didn't go viral immediately.
I know, yeah.
It's real
Well,
uncool.
now it's just going to be a treat for when we do go viral. There's a backlog.
I mean, let's pretend that's what we're doing it for.
It is.
But also, I just like chatting shit and making up decks for you.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Aye, we're doing it for the fun, not the riches or the fame that's going to come from it.
I'd love the riches and the fame. I really would. I'll sell out to anybody for anything. I'm a cheap and tawdry.
Oh yeah, no, we'll sell out. But see if we get asked to change any stats.
Oh, the stats! Like I'll
It's
change
not
my
happening.
language. I'll change my name. But if you ask me to change one fucking stat on one card, you go fuck yourself. Don't fuck with the science.
That's the one thing.
That's the line that must not be crossed.
Everyone's got to have a code. That's ours.
That's that. All right. Thanks very much for joining me, and we'll catch you all next week.
Right, peace.
Peace. Bye.